Thanks for coming, guys.
One of the things that we know about life is that it is always changing. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes things go real well, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes you're happy, and sometimes you're sad. Now that's that thing called life. And when we begin to understand and know that, accepting that reality that we will never ever have things just on an even keel all the time, that you're going to have some ups and you're going to have some downs. But during those down moments, that's where the growth takes place. That's where the work is. See, anybody can feel good when they have their health, their bills are paid, they have happy relationships. Anybody can be positive then. Anybody can have a larger vision then. Anybody can have faith under those kinds of circumstances. See, but the real challenge of growth, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, comes when you get knocked down. Somebody said that adversity introduces a man to himself or a woman. How you handle it, that's where the growth takes place.
Hey everybody, I've been sitting here thinking so much about how to even start something like this. How do you even explain what it feels like to find the right person for you? So me and Cherie met back in June of 2023. So about 2 years, as y'all are watching this video, actually through, funny or not, a dating app. And one of the things that really stood out to me when I was looking at her profile is that she didn't drink or didn't smoke. And, for somebody like me, if you know me, that's very important to me because of who I am. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't cuss. And what's funny enough is, we messaged for about, a couple of days and then she ghosted me for a week. So eventually when she responded back to me, I invited her out for a small little dinner at this place called Blaze Pizza that used to be in downtown Greenville. Something simple because my previous experiences with dates, especially once I got my master's degree, haven't been too well as, going to fancy restaurants and stuff like that. So I thought it would just be a little simple, get to know her better, get to know me better, go to Blaze Pizza. And that night, it was nothing fancy, but something about that night, it just clicked between us that I knew this person, Cherie, is somebody that can grow a future with. So not too long after, we've been on multiple dates. I had to go home back to Delaware for 3 months, even knowing Cherie for 17 days. So as I was home, for those 3 months, I already had a planned trip to Chicago, and even knowing Cherie for about a month, I invited her to come to Chicago with me. And the reason I picked Chicago for our proposal is I think that's really where our relationship truly started. And I just felt that it was appropriate for our relationship to end there and our marriage begin there as well. Being long distance for 3 months does have its challenges, especially being so fresh into a relationship. Cherie could have easily left me and found somebody else, but she's stayed committed to me. I stay committed to her. She stuck through the unpredictability of me, and I truly appreciate that out of her, and one of the many reasons that I love her to death. I always told myself my first girlfriend is going to be my last girlfriend, because my last girlfriend is going to be my wife. And Cherie, whenever you see this video, I love you so much. And I have one very important question to ask you. Will you marry me?
Place I was gone, I would hope that you wait, but I know that space and time go wherever you follow. Can't waste your tomorrows, this mission Apollo. So if time is borrowed, I'll be back tomorrow. Just look to the stars if you ever feel your heart broke. But what if I change my ways? Would you be